was Helena! How's it going, Clone Club? Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining me on this Season 5 finale about our favorite show about a bunch of clones. This one is Orphan Black, Season 5, Episode 10, To Right the Wrongs of Many. And that seems like a pretty heavy title for a pretty heavy episode. Last time on Orphan Black, we had that fake psych-out suicide thing with Helena that we found out was basically just her way to escape. You know, she used it to trick everybody to let her arm free, and then she used that arm to, you know, break free. Other stuff probably happened. Obviously, it started with the funeral for Mrs. S, which was sad. But at the end, you know, Helena's water broke, and they gotta escape. Art's there. Art's partner is slinking around those halls. Westmoreland is injured and angry because Sarah tricked him. Oh, wow. There's a lot that happened and a lot that needs to happen. How long is this episode? It's about the same length as the other ones. A little bit longer, but not by much. This is the end. This is the end of Orphan Black. This incredible year-long journey that we've taken together. I know it's taken us a little over a year with the breaks I've had to have, but I can't even believe we're here. It's so surreal. I feel like the atmosphere is heavier, you know, more solemn and stuff. Like this is almost like we're losing a friend. I felt like this honestly during Killing Eve, to a lesser extent Lucifer as well, but this show, just like Killing Eve, has been so incredibly pivotal for the growth of my channel. And the sustained growth of my channel as well, because people are always pouring in to watch Orphan Black or Killing Eve still. I hate to see a show this popular go, so I really hope we pick something good over on the Patreon, and we're all excited for that. But yeah, right now it's almost like the death of a friend, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been here together with this show and this community for 50 weeks. And now it's going to be over and gone, and we're going to have to move on with our lives and with another show. Hopefully you guys still stick around. Please stick around. But I can't even believe we're here, and I'm just happy that you're here with me, and I hope that you enjoy this reaction, because no matter what we get, I'm expecting big things. So anyway, guys, if you like this reaction, want to keep seeing more just like it even in the future, especially when Orphan Black Echoes comes out, and if you find yourself keep coming back to my channel time and time again, because honestly, who wouldn't? Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, make it a little easier on yourself, and while you're over there, hit that little bell in the corner, because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and barely stream. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below, and with the Patreon you're going to get these reactions full length and a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. So I might even have the next show first season at least completely done over there. Maybe, don't quote me on that, but I will definitely have that show up before it's on the YouTube. So if you want to go check that out full length, go check out the Patreon. If not, they'll be up here eventually. And that's all out of the way. That's all the plugs and likes and subscribes and stuff, and now we're left with watching the finale. I hope you're ready. I'm not, but I hope you are. So again, let's go ahead and watch the Season 5 finale. Not just that, but the series finale for Orphan Black. This one is Season 5, Episode 10, To Right the Wrongs of Many. Let's do it.
It's all going public.
Got this ready. Now I'm gonna need it. At least she didn't drop her baby like Rhaenyra did.
Coming.
This is it. This is it. This is all we're gonna get.
Have you really thought this through?
You don't have to do it yet.
What if I said I wanted to have it? What would you say?
Oh, it's Planned Parenthood even in Canada, huh? Is it like an international organization?
Do you want to have this baby?
Raise a child, do you?
No. But Sarah, yes.
Only you can decide, chicken.
I was just thinking, well, we find out who Kira's dad is, but obviously it was Cal, but I wonder if we're gonna get him back this episode.
We need to find another way out. I need to sit.
Gotta be like a wheelchair somewhere there, right? Damn it, she's still alive.
Where are they?
Yo, let's go! Damn, I'm gonna miss this so much. I'm gonna miss this so much. I hope the audiobook has this. Still don't have the I had the same problem with Lucifer, though.
How could you let a woman in labor escape? Get out!
She didn't let her.
The alarm went off before they jumped me. They're still in the building.
How close to the contractions?
Pretty close. You're just gonna give birth right there in that dirty-ass warehouse? Where are you gonna put the babies?
We may have had an intruder.
You said you had the strings to keep all those investigators next door out of here.
For now, yeah.
He's really falling apart pretty quickly, isn't he? Check, check. Oh. Nice job, Art. I was checking to make sure I was recording.
Anger.
She's off the clock, Cody.
Nice.
We'll deliver the babies and extract the mutation as fast as we can.
We'll need to move everything out of the helicopter.
Sit down.
Fine, Helena.
What? Oh, weapons.
Hold on to that. Don't try to be quiet. I'll be right back.
God, Helena is so vulnerable right there. I mean, she's got a weapon, and so she's still technically more dangerous than most humans, but she's bled out. She's dehydrated, exhausted, in labor, malnourished, probably. God, that poor girl.
They're close. We'll find them.
You gotta hit the one with the gun first, and then bash her face against the concrete.
I'll take this side.
Oh,
That
she's
west
got a gun
door.
too. Shit, never
See what
mind.
they-
On. She's down there. I'm getting medical equipment.
Take this. When we're ready to go, Felix and Donnie be waiting for us.
Art just gave up his gun. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. It's not a damn good sign. She is not gonna kill Art.
I don't recommend this in your condition.
It's kind of like the Hitler cocktail, isn't it? Just a bunch of amphetamines and speed and all that shit just to keep him up. Finish the job, Helena. Put that screwdriver in her head. Not her eye. Not her eye. In her head. We've had enough eye shit for one show. And sadly enough, it was all against Rachel. Rachel deserved it. That was her redemption. That was her cross to bear.
Helena, let's try this again.
Damn. Yeah, let's go. I should buy a boat. Where are we gonna go? We gonna play some games? Gonna play some football? Fuck! Ah!
I'm in the basement. She's alone. No, Sarah.
I'm coming down.
No. Send me some help.
Try to like eat the babies or something at this point. Speed up that process.
You're putting yourself under a lot of strain for a man of your age.
Saw that coming.
Man, my
Oh, he's got another gun. Okay, that's good.
Helena,
Drop it.
you all right?
Does he have another gun?
Most excellent.
I learned my lesson getting too close to this one. You're the midwife. I'll tell you what to do. I need you to see how far dilated she is to
She's close.
Put your fingers in and tell me how open her cervix is. Come on.
Yeah, pass it off to him.
How fitting you return to your cave. All lab rats do.
You got nothing to do with who we really are.
We found her.
I need to push.
No, you stay on your back, okay?
She's making it chaotic, so...
A lot of blood.
Hemorrhage.
Nice! Nice! Yes, Helena! Fuck yeah! Eat shit, Cody. Not gonna spit at my camera because I'd have to clean that up and it'd be kind of gross.
My sister needs me.
That's part of the problem with twins. You really only need one of them.
Don't. Oh, tagged him. But he's still got that gun though, so. Plus he's all hopped up on amphetamines. Oh shit. Who is he, Michael Myers? Jesus. Poke a hole. Yeah, there you go. Or kick him. Just poke a hole and just be like, can you get off of me, please?
Lucky shot for a mutation.
I survived you. Me and my sisters together. This is evolution.
You're my biggest success. You'll remember me.
Stop talking. Hell yes, Sarah. You're just a man. A dead man.
I'm gonna keep it. That's my decision.
So S didn't want her to keep it, which makes sense because she wasn't in the best.
It's happening right now. We need you.
Gonna give birth on all fours?
Breathe. Breathe, love. That's it. I can't, sister. I'm tired. Look at me, honey. Look at me, love. Come on. Look at me. You just keep looking at me, okay?
Make sure you catch it.
Time to push.
Push.
Yeah, keep pushing. Keep pushing. I know it's hard, but...
She's gotta go through it twice though, Sarah. You only had to go through it once. Although I guess second one's probably a lot easier than the first one.
Push. Push, babe, push.
I love this memory of her birth with Mrs. S right there. She's still with Helena and Sarah in the end.
You're doing great, look. See the head? Can you see?
One more?
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Go on, Helena.
You got it, come on. You taking notes for Nira? That's how you deliver a baby.
Oh my God.
It's a boy. It's a boy. What does that mean? For some reason, I thought they could only give girls.
Do the same thing, okay?
What is it? What is it? Are they both boys? Look at Helena. She is so fucking happy. God, that's so awesome. I'm fucking crying. Like, look at this shit. It's just a birth scene, but knowing everything that she went through. Helena, just by herself, everything she went through. And then on top of that, everything she's gone through the last few episodes. Like, oh my God. Oh. She's got Blair Witch things hanging up above her babies.
So I used Pythagorean theorem, yeah.
That question's always on high school equivalency tests.
You flip the equation.
Sure, Kira can help you probably. So Sarah's trying to get her life back on track. That's awesome. Oh, God.
Felix came home from New York last night.
Yeah.
Is he on tour?
I'll meet you guys after my test, yeah?
Don't worry about the test, Mom. Just try your best.
Who's the mom in this relationship, you know? She's back with Siobhan. Oh, she's living in the garage. That's where she's at. Right above the dead. No, the dead bodies are gone now. It's baby-proofed.
Let's go say hi to Annie Allison.
So were they both boys then? Okay.
When is she gonna name them?
Colors are names. What about Violet or Rose?
Or Blue.
You're my boy, Blue!
Oh, God. That should be all the tears for this episode.
We need to start finding the leaders faster or else we're just sticking around down here.
I want a season 6.
Plus
this would
before
be
that art found.
Okay, good. So they got Tony and Crystal done.
Camila Torres. Clone Club Colombia. We're all over the world, you guys. We don't even know how many of us there are.
Lots.
How many of us are already sick. She's so beautiful.
It's a little vain. But I agree. I started collecting birthday cards, Christmas cards throughout the years, the last few years, from grandparents, because I knew it was about that time, and I've lost 3 so far, so I get the power of finding a card like that.
What's the for sale sign doing out front?
We talked about that.
Do you even have a plan?
We'll see where we end up.
Are you alright?
You know.
I mean, she got through the finale with no real injuries, so it's a lot better than last season for her.
Oi, me, Ted. How are the boys? You coming to
Both
baby
boys.
showers? I've been busy. You know, becoming a scholar. Yeah.
A scholar getting her GED. I like the way that Helena thinks of her sister, though, you know?
Sarah, how are you going to be responsible for 2? Show me you can be still, and I will be here for you.
I'll need nothing from you.
Why did she turn... What did she... What?
It's a little colorful monkey.
The science monkey.
Kind of like what Kira is, right?
Well, that's okay.
I like that they're together finally in the end. Without, like, any strings holding them back or... Auntie
You're
Casima.
gonna do fine. Just a human.
Technically, you can't. He could drop that thing and it'd be fine in a couple hours. I wonder what's wrong with Sarah. I mean, she doesn't seem... I don't know, she seems odd. Obviously, she lost her mom, but everything's done. You won. Why aren't you celebrating more? Why didn't you do the test? I like how Delphine looks at her and she has to, like, go through her list of clones. Like, oh yeah, that's one Sarah.
I've been trying to find the right words for you, for Siobhan.
Oh,
There's-
please don't do
No.
that.
Right words don't exist.
I respected her so much. I could've-
Seriously, it's all right. She did what she had to do for this. We all did.
How was the test?
Let's change the subject. Cocktails, anyone?
Adele's being Adele. Looks like he stuck around with Felix. That's nice. I like that. What other mystery do we have yet?
I'm expecting someone on the down low.
Who could be coming back? No, is it Jesse? Is it Jesse? I don't know. I don't know. The way that he said that, then it cut to Helena. That's just Jesse Totro. One of them's definitely going to be named Arthur.
Worried about Sarah. She's not mended.
I get that too.
You know what Helena gives the twins for toys? Rocks.
No. Yeah, no, it's true. Where is Meathead?
Putting the boys to bed.
Glad nothing really fell on Art.
What is this we hear about a for sale sign? The kids, they're all bonding. They like each other. This is what we fought for, right?
We just need to change.
Akira has cousins now. She has a stable home.
In the house where her grandmother was shot dead.
I didn't really think about that aspect. It's where she grew up, but it's also where S died. I get it. I get that. Has she still not gone to talk to Helena? Like, what? Why not?
Is it cool if I chill with you?
So happy Casima made it to the end. And Helena. And Allison. And Sarah. And Art. Like, I wish S would have stayed, but the way she went out, you can't complain about that. What are you planning, Felix? That's definitely not a Jesse tow truck.
Rachel?
Felix.
Oh, she got a new eye.
You're looking well.
Got a new manservant already?
This is Yusef, my Uber driver. I have a glass eye, no friends, and no identity unless I want to be found.
Why don't you just, like, be a normal person and not be an awful clone?
What is going on?
That goofy face, I love it.
I didn't go to my test. I don't know what I'm doing. I carry around all these mistakes. I don't know how to be happy. There's no one left to fight, and I'm still a shit mum.
You just fought for years for your kid. You've proved it to yourself time and time again, Sarah.
Gemma was driving me so crazy. I screamed at her, if you don't clean up your room, I am going to stuff your dirty damn sock balls in your mouth. And I meant it.
Every time I look, the baby's eating sand. I turn around, sand. Where does this sand come from? I don't know, so I let them eat it.
We're all scared. We all make mistakes. God, I was a drug dealer for Pete's sake.
Yeah, that was a weird character arc she went on for a while. Running from dyad is stressful, though.
How's the family?
Happy?
And the babies?
Rachel, you know you can't come in.
Ever since I was 6 years old, I've compared myself to each and every leader. Last thing I want to do is see another face like mine.
Have a nice life, Rachel.
Let's see what she did for her sisters at the very end. I mean, she's redeemed for me. She helped out when they absolutely needed it, even when S threatened her. On top of that.
Don't you all look cozy? Because I've got something for all of you.
Holy shit, is that?
Complete list of the leader sisters.
Where did you get this?
Oh.
There's so many of them. Look at how
Everything we need to cure the leaders.
274.
274 of us. They're never gonna have to go through everything.
Damn, Rachel.
Enough about them.
These are my
I
memories.
finished my book. I call it Orphan Black. That's weird. That's cool. Because we're all orphans. So it is?
We're not black.
My story is an embroidery. Sarah stepped off a train one day and met herself.
As her other sister stepped in front of a train.
Striptease?
It's gonna be like a sweaty ass from running. That was like the first time we heard Allison laugh like that. Just happy and free, you know? No stress. Finally. I was gonna say, don't let that be the last shot of the show.
Por favor, usted necesita ir a mi restaurante favorito. Ay. El mejor pecado.
I still don't get why she had to get it in her womb, but they have to just get it. I didn't really explain that. Maybe they just refined it more or something.
Gracias.
Did Camilla Torres just ask you to dinner?
She's got a thing for clones, you know? She's a Lita magnet. And it's only a one-shot thing now. That's a lot better than multiple doses. I'm glad they're together. Especially after she died. You know? Thank Crystal.
It's time for you to take the names of real men.
Arthur, nice. Who else? Felix? Donnie, because he's what was he, like her bull or something? I like that. Arthur's nice.
We ready?
Yes!
So they kept all the paintings. That's cool.
There are no fish at Shy Beach.
There are.
So she kept the house. I like that. No. That was a great ending. But it was an ending. Alright, everybody. That was Orphan Black, Season 5, Episode 10. To right the wrongs of many. That was the series finale, and what an amazing finale. That was the issue with Killing Eve, is the season finale and the season leading up to it weren't the best. And after Killing Eve was over, it's like, really, that's all we got? But after this is over, it's like, really, that's all we get? There can be so much more. There's so much more you can do with this story. I don't know what that is right now, but the last few episodes, it did feel like they were speeding things up a little bit, you know, which is fine. I wonder if they did think that they were going to be getting a 6th season or something, or maybe it just, that's how they planned it. But, you know, everything kind of wrapped up about the midway point of this episode, and that's fine, because it all felt natural, you know. Sarah left Helena with that screwdriver, and she hid it from Cody, and then finally she was just, you know, making this chaos, and there's, you know, obviously the chaos of childbirth, and they use that to get Cody close enough and just right through her fucking jaw.
Really?
That was very rewarding. Helena was amazing and funny this episode, and just that birth scene was so just beautiful and horrific and scary and nerve-wracking and just joyful. You know, like, especially once the babies came and you saw Helena's face When she's just talking about being a mom, like, oh, they see dirt or they see sand, they eat sand. I don't know what to do. I love that. I love the way that Helena she was made for motherhood. She wants to treat a child the way that she was never treated, and that was awesome. The second half of this episode was kind of like a little mini arc with Sarah, where she was just dealing with depression and grief, losing Mrs. S. She was gonna just straight up leave the house and leave everybody and go, and luckily she had that kind of heart-to-heart with her sestras and her brother Sestra, and it looks like they convinced her to stay. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Everything's so happy right now. I don't understand how there can be a couple seasons of that podcast or whatever, the Orphan Black continues, I believe it's called, or goes on. Like, I don't want them to have any more issues, but I'm guessing that it's going to be mostly like them going to help Lita clones and inject them and stuff. More of what we were seeing Cosima and Delphine do, as they're just kind of globetrotting, helping all their sestras and stuff, because now they got that full list thanks to Rachel, which, all right, good job, Rachel. You're living your life. You're now going off. You're not going to stick around with your sestras because they really don't want you, and you don't really want to be around them. Well, she probably does, but she came in clutch, and she redeemed herself when it mattered, and that surprised me and made me happy. So I'm glad that she was able to do that. Looks like Felix is doing good with that dude. I can't remember what his name is. The autopsy guy. He was in New York, so I'm guessing he's still doing his painting and he's being more successful. I love that. Allison and Donnie are getting along really well. Helena's just being a mom and naming her kids after the two most manly men she knows, Art and Donnie. I wish we would have gotten a reaction from everybody with the names or whatever, but that's fine. That's cool. This was just a good and well thought out ending. Everything got wrapped up. All the bad people died that needed to die, and everybody's happy and together, and it doesn't feel cheesy or forced. It felt very natural and hard fought, most of all. It wasn't going to be an easy win. There were going to be losses, and I mean, that whole part with the birth was so tense. You didn't know if Cody was going to get the babies, or, hey, kitty cat, what's up, babies? Or you didn't know if it was going to be like a House of the Dragon scene where they're just going to give birth on a concrete floor and kill the baby. You don't... Everything was up in the air. And even like they were saying, the plan was so fickle, it could have just fallen apart at any step. But everything came together, everyone did their part. Just awesome. Just such a damn good episode. Such a damn good series. And I'll even say like a perfect finale. It just, everything that you wanted to happen happened, and it didn't feel like fan service. It felt very natural. This is how you make a show and how you end a show. Orphan Black is amazing. I don't know how it doesn't have way more reactors on YouTube. I hope that it's going to change once, Tatiana Maslany, of course, she's going to blow up in the MCU as She-Hulk. So I really hope people come back to watch the show, especially once Orphan Black Echoes comes back out I think next year or something like that. Which, by the way, obviously I will be back here to watch. Even though it doesn't have Tatiana, it's still the Orphan Black series, and I think we're all going to be here for that. I guess I can go down my list of like favorites. My favorite clone, I jokingly say Crystal, just because, how could you not love Crystal? I still think Cosima is my favorite clone, overall. My favorite supporting character is honestly Felix. Without Felix last season, bringing Sarah back from the brink, Sarah might have gone the way of Beth, and he was there putting out fires on the phone while he was still looking for Sarah. Like, he has been the linchpin of this entire series, and without him, I don't think it would have been as easy for them. And I say that knowing what they went through now, it definitely wasn't easy, but he that's how important he was. The side characters, like Scott's friend, Kira, they're all kind of in the same spot. They're important, but they're not. I mean, Kira is obviously important, but as far as like main characters, main players, she's more of like a pawn to be used as like a plot device, you know what I'm saying? She didn't really do any action, except when she made that storybook. That was her first little play into the world of espionage and clonehood and stuff, so that was pretty badass. But I think out of like the tertiary, she would be my favorite, obviously. Art is so amazing. You obviously have to love Art, especially this episode. Damn, Mrs. S was such... That's the thing, I don't think I trusted her throughout most of the first season. Then I found out I could trust her, but then it's like she's doing all this shady stuff behind the scenes, not bringing Sarah in, and even towards the end, even with their last final play, that's kind of how it was. She didn't let Sarah in, and maybe she could have helped her, maybe she could have prevented her death, but she played it how she played it, and that's how S went. My favorite villains, I really like the Proletheans because they were just like so. Religious cults are very creepy to me, just because I don't want to say I was in a cult, but I was like very religious back in the day. I just like normal Baptist or whatever, but I was very, very, like, I was a young earther. That's the kind of like religious I was. So I understand what it's like to like just be in that cult like mindset where you're like, oh no, the earth is only 6,000 years old. I got better, trust me. The way they used that religious fervor and they combined it with their science, and they were doing some horrific shit. That was really terrifying, and they didn't have any qualms with just impregnating a woman against her will. That's just, Helena may have been for it once they said they could make her pregnant, but still, I mean, it was just a very bad circumstance, and especially, didn't they just impregnate women anyway? I can't remember. That was all the way back in season 1. That was a long time ago. Lots of Orphan Black happened between then. Dr. Leakey was great while he lasted. Pouchy, I was kind of sad we didn't see Vic the Dick. I was anticipating everyone kind of making a cameo in this last episode, but that's fine. He was probably busy with Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad, whatever show he was in at the time. We got like a picture of Tasty Tony and of Crystal, which is cool to see them right before the end, but then we got a whole list of other clones, and yeah, I think that was pretty much it. The series was lousy with eye shit, especially that last episode a couple episodes ago. That was not fun for me to watch, and it happened to Rachel twice, like Jesus. But that was her. It was almost like, Helena cutting herself. That was her penance, you know what I'm saying? It was good. It was so damn good. Thank you so much for recommending me this show. Thank you for being with me the entire run of the series, sticking with me through that break. I really hope you guys stick with me through the next show, and I hope you guys love the show that you guys just picked. It's going to be crazy to just watch something else on Fridays, but, life goes on, and so must we. So, anyway, guys, what did you think of this series finale? You got to let me know in the comment box down below. And were you happy with it? Did it wrap up too neatly for you? Were you expecting more? What would you have liked to seen in this besides what we got? I would really like to hear your thoughts and comments and theories and fan theories and all that stuff. Let me know in the comment box down below. Now that I'm all caught up with the official show, don't spoil the podcast yet, because I am going to listen to that at my free time. But yeah, now we can openly talk about Orphan Black. So let me know everything, even like the Easter eggs that I missed that you were kind of waiting on. Let me know everything. Let's just talk about Orphan Black. No more worrying about spoilers. Just tell me everything down below. And if you guys like this reaction, want to keep seeing more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe, and hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and stream barely ever. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length and a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. So if that interests you, please go check that out. If not, they'll be up here eventually. I guess that's going to do it for Orphan Black. This show was so important for my channel, and I loved every episode. Even the filler episodes were good just because the characters are that endearing and long-lasting, I can't wait to listen to the audio dramas and talk with you about this whole series. I hate to see this go, but this is the end of the video. So thank you so very much for joining me. I love and appreciate all of my Sestras and Sestra brothers. And remember, if you're going to go outside, please wear a mask, don't be an ass, and I will see you in a couple of weeks for whatever show replaces Orphan Black. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Take it easy, guys.
This is evolution.